Yes, guys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Scrip Spending on my channel as a 23. Absolutely love bringing you these videos. They're by far my most watched videos as well, and I appreciate every single person that does watch them. As of right now, I'm on 96 subscribers, which means if 4 of you watching this video hit that little subscribe button just below the video, I will reach my first huge personal milestone on YouTube, which is 100 subscribers, which will mean a lot to me because, to be honest, I haven't promoted this on my Instagram or on my personal social media handles or anything like that. Only a couple of my mates know that I'm doing this, so I know all my subscribers are genuine. Which is a big thing for me. So if 4 more of you can subscribe to the channel and get us to the magic round number of 100, that will be incredible. But you know what the purpose of this video is. We're here to spend some scrip, hopefully get some god rolls, hopefully avoid the 40% bashing damage trash rolls. But before we jump into it, we're going to try our luck on the little Porter Diner. Same old. Come on then, straight into it. So same as always, we've got 1,000 on my main character and 1,000 on my alternative character, and we're gonna go in for 3-star ranged weapons. Let's jump in with the first one. Boom! We have got a Ghoul Slayer's Cryolator. Do not like that whatsoever. Got a 25% faster fire rate, which is always a great effect, and +1 perception is alright as well. But you know, it's Ghoul Slayers, like I said, it's situational. Would I ever use this weapon? Probably not. Where would I use this weapon? Probably in the boroughs, where you're going to face ghouls mostly. It's just Scrip, innit, lads? Let's be honest. This is Scrip. Moving on to the next gun. We got Troubleshooter's Short Commando Combat Rifle, which is obviously +30% damage to robots, +33% VATS hit chance, which is an incredible effect, and +1 agility, which is always very nice in my eyes. Situational, of course, with the Troubleshooter's effect. Like I've said many times, I would probably run this in a daily ops that had robots, for obvious reasons, to get that +30% damage. We're probably not going to miss any of our shots in VATS as well, with the +33% VATS hit chance, which is always nice. We get a +1 agility, which is always great. If you are a commando build and you pull this, simply rock it on for the daily ops that require robots. You've probably got a god roll anyway, or you've probably not got a god roll. Sorry, I completely froze there. Let's move on to the next gun. Dun. Instigating short Gatling gun, double damage if target is full health. Do you know what? I'm not really a big fan of the instigating effect. When I first got Fallout 76, I quite liked it because I was rocking a sniper. I was literally just a sniper's build, so I wanted that double damage if a target was full health because I was usually the one instigating the gunfight from a distance, trying to clear off an area before I got in there with my little shotgun. 25% faster fire rate is always nice. +1 perception is nice as well. Not a big fan of this overall. Would I use it? Probably not. Maybe stick it into my my vending machine for 0 caps, something I like to do. We'll move on to the next gun. Okay, a Furious Tesla rifle isn't too bad. We get the damage increasing after each consecutive hit on the same target. We get +10% damage while aiming and a +1 agility. I wouldn't say this is bad. I wouldn't say it was great either. I would just say this is a normal 3-star legendary gun. A lot of people that use the Tesla rifle tend to have it in the automatic variant, which is just like a constant beam coming out of the enemy, and correct me if I'm wrong, they do link from enemy to enemy, which could be pretty good with the Furious effect, but nah, it's nothing to get excited about. Something that could come in handy though. So we'll move on to the next one, which will take us halfway through this character. And we've got a Nocturnal single action revolver. I was wondering when the single action revolver was going to come out. Damage increases with the night and decreases with the day. Probably one of the worst legendary effects you can get. We've got a +50% limb damage. Crap. Faster movement speed while aiming. Just a dead gun. That is Scrip all day long. Absolute brown bread. Let's move on to the to the latter half of this character's script spending spree. Hopefully we can get some luck now with the next 500. Boom! Stalker's 50 cal machine gun. It's nice to get a 50 cal machine gun, especially an explosive one. Offers the +1 agility effect as well, but the Stalker's effect is one for me that is just awful. That's two main effects in a row that are just pretty trash. As you can see right there, if you're not in combat, you get +100% VATS accuracy at 50% AP cost. Really rubbish effect, but it's explosive, which is really good. So if you didn't have an explosive 50 cal machine gun and you were a heavy gun, it would be a really nice build in that sense. +1 agility is always nice when you're rocking a heavy gun as well, because you're gonna have less mobility when you've got that heavy gun. So it's always nice to have. I like the look of it. What's not to like about an explosive 50 cal machine gun? Like, let's be honest, that could be a really fun gun to use. We're gonna move on to the next one, and we've got the Assassin's Pipe Revolver. Assassins again, rubbish. I'm not a fan of Assassins. Plus 10% damage to humans. Correct me if I'm wrong. That also applies. That also applies to PvP. I could be completely wrong there, but I know that it applies to NPCs. So that effect could be okay on a better gun for when you're doing daily ops with the Blood Eagles. But that is so frustrating, man. Because if that's a different gun and the first legendary effect is good, you're laughing because you got the 25/25. But that's one of them nearly guns, man. So close yet so far. We're gonna move on to the next gun, and we've got an Executioner's Hellstorm missile launcher. Now that looks like a beast. 90% reduced weight is always nice on a gun this big. I like the Hellstorm missile launcher. I think it's a lot of fun. Looks like a little CCTV camera. But they're not the effects that you want on it really. Like a 2-shot would be awesome on that if it's available. But bashing damage, crap, and Executioner's effect is pretty good, to be fair. If you wanted to do the bulk of damage against maybe a boss in daily ops, and then once you've taken away the majority of his health, whip this out and just start bombing him up, then that would be pretty good. Especially if say you're an explosive commando build and you just want to quickly get his health down and then switch to this, bang bang bang, if you're soloing daily ops. But let's be honest, if we're being real, most people you're doing daily ops with, if you're not soloing, it would have killed him by the time you get a chance to whip it out. So yeah, it could be a fun gun. We've got 2 more left on this character, and we've got a 2-shot radium rifle. Radium rifles are nice, to be fair. They could be a lot better, but they're alright. We get a plus 10% damage while aiming. Probably not going to be aiming if you're using a rifle, let's be honest. You're going to be using VATS. We got plus 50 damage and resistance while aiming. Those two tend to go hand in hand together. The 2-shot effect is always nice, but this is nothing to really sing about. Not something that I would use personally. This is likely just going to get Script. And we've got 1 more left on this character. Let's hope it's a good one. And it's a Vampire's Pipe Bolt Action Pistol. Vampires is an amazing effect. I really like Vampire's effect. I wish I got them more often, to be fair. I tend to just never really get Vampires. We've got a plus 33% VATS hit chance, something that I'm always a big fan of. And faster movement speed while aiming is not much to really be excited about. A Scrip gun for me. Pipe bolt action pistols can be quite powerful, mind you. Look down there, that's 81 damage with no perks that would actually benefit this, so they can be very powerful. But it's not the guns I would go for, to be honest. That's the 1000 Scrip we have on this character. I'm going to quickly switch to the next character, and hopefully I won't have a brain fart halfway through talking about one of the guns on the next character. So I'm going to transition over now. Boom! Just like that, I am on my second character. You know, it just dawned on me that this video seems a little bit rushed so far. I got through the first 1000 quite quick, even with that little stumbling moment that I had around about 5 guns in. It may come across as a little bit rushed because I am actually supposed to be working right now, so a little bit of a different environment to what I'm normally recording, but I really wanted to get it out on a Monday so that going forward I can consistently do this series on a Monday. So we're going to jump in now with another 1000 Scrip, and we're going to slow it down a little bit as well, guys. first one of this account is going to be a God Roll Fixer. Okay, it may be not a God Roll Fixer, but it is a Zealot's minigun, where we get a plus 30% damage to Scorched. Very situational, like I said. Always decent effect to have during the Scorch Beast Queen event, which is obviously full of Scorch. We've got VATS critical shots doing 50% damage. Don't really use VATS with a minigun, to be honest. I mean, I personally don't use VATS when I'm rocking a heavy gun. 15% faster reload is nice on a gun that is heavy, so it's always nice to get a faster reload on these kind of guns. Personally, I've got so many decent miniguns. This is not something that I'm going to get excited about. It's just going to be Scrip. It's going to be a 12.6 pound Scrip to be exact. Moving on to the next one. We've got Medic's Tesla rifle. It's not bad. Like, I do like a Tesla rifle. I've not had a really good Tesla rifle though. Like, I've had some nearly Tesla rifles. Obviously with Medics you get the VAT critical shots will heal you and your group, which is quite good because you can get VATs at such a fast rate, so you can heal you and your group quite quick. We get a plus 10% damage while aiming and a plus 1 perception. Listen, it's just one of them okay guns, isn't it? It's nothing to rave about. It's not trash, it's not great, it's just an alright little pull. Always nice to have a legendary Tesla rifle knocking about. I'm probably going to script it though, if I'm honest. Moving on to the next one. Oh, hello! Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. We've got a Junkies light machine gun. Obviously, Junkies is a good alternative to rocking Bloodied. Tends to be most people use a Bloodied or a Junkies on Fallout 76. You need to be addicted to 5 different substances in order to get the maximum damage bonus from a Junkies effect. We've got the explosive bullets, which is always amazing because we can combine the Junkies damage increase with a demolition expert damage increase and just shred people, especially with a light machine gun, which is a really fun gun to use. It's not too heavy. The accuracy on it is pretty good, to be honest. You know, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing, but it's not terrible. It's all right. And we get a plus 50 damage resistance while aiming. Would I aim with this one or would I VATS? I'd probably VATS, but that is a great pull in my eyes. I'm really happy with that one. I'm glad we got that one because it's been quite a boring Scrip opening video, to be honest. We haven't had anything to really get excited about. So I'm going to take that. I'm really happy with that one. That'll be the thumbnail for this video unless we get a better one with the next 7 weapons. So let's keep it going. Furious short lever action rifle, damage increased after each consecutive hit on the same target. It is explosive, one of my favourite effects. Well, everyone loves the explosive effect. We get a plus 250 damage resistance while reloading. There's some good effects for this gun, you know. Furious personally probably wouldn't be the best one for this because the fire rate isn't the best really. You're not going to be shooting people at an insane rate, so you're not really going to benefit from that furious effect. Bullets exploding is nice because you can really pimp out the damage by using demolition expert, which is probably why the damage is showing as 104 for me. And plus 250 damage resistance is pretty good because, while reloading anyway, it's pretty good for this gun in particular because reloading on this gun is a bit of a mission. I believe you put each gun in, each bullet in individually, so that could come in really handy. I like that gun. I'm probably going to give that away at my vendor. We're going to open the next one. Oh, okay. Another explosive gun. This time it's a shotgun, a Stalker's combat shotgun to be precise. Stalker's effect I really do not like. But you can see it there if you're not on combat. Plus 100% fast accuracy at a 50% AP cost. Not the best, but it's an explosive shotgun, and explosive shotguns are seriously fun. Especially combat shotguns where you can shoot at a much faster fire rate than, say, a double barrel shotgun. Plus 1 perception is nice as well, because you could target enemy limbs quite easily, just blow them the fuck up with your explosive shotgun. This one is going to go for free in my vend as well. I think some people could have fun with that gun. I've got plenty of explosive shotguns that are better than that, but that could be a nice one for someone to have for free, you know. make someone's day. We've got 5 more left on this account. Let's have a look. We've got an instigating short ultra sight laser pistol, double damage if the target is at full health. That's the instigating effect there. 25 faster fire rate, and that's critical meter fills 15%. That's really 2 good effects there. I love the 25% faster fire rate effect, it's incredible, and I really like the VATS critical meter filling 15% faster. That's also a top tier effect in my eyes. It's a shame that the main one is instigating. I'm not a big fan of instigating, and I don't tend to use pistols, but this is actually a nice gun. You know, it's not trash. You know what, it's not even good. I'd say it's above average. I'd say this is an above average gun. I like that gun. I think that's an alright pull. Something that could make someone's day in the vending machine for free. Alright, we've got 4 more. We haven't seen any fixes. I tell you what, we haven't seen any handmaids in these videos either, guys, lately. Hopefully in the next 4 ranged weapons we could get a handmade. Maybe not this one, but we will get a Mutant's M79 grenade launcher. Damage increased by 10% if you're mutated. You most likely are. Almost everyone on this game is mutated. Bash and damage increased by 40%. Absolutely disgusting effect, and your VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. That's just script for me. Absolute script. We'll move on to the next one. We've got Executioner's short Gatling gun. I like the Gatling gun. Gatling gun is a fun gun. Execution effect is okay. You know, I don't mind it. It's an alright effect. Plus 10% damage while aiming is nah. Plus 50 damage resistance while aiming go hand in hand, really, don't they? Decent gun. Nothing to sing about, nothing to get hyped about, but at least it's not a 50%, 40% bashing damage cryolator or some shit like that. So you know, it's okay. We'll accept it. We've got 2 more left on this episode. Let's see what we get. Executioners again, but this time it's a Gauss rifle. Executioner's effect, obviously we've just seen it then, and we get bashing damage. I hate bashing damage. 25% less VATS action point cost though, one of my favourite effects, as I've mentioned more than once in this video already. We'll move on to the last gun of this video, and I'm praying this is one to get excited about. Ooh, it's so close to being something we could have got excited about. Just imagine that Ghoul Slayers was swapped for quad. We would have had an absolute beast of a gun on our hands. For me, the best legendary effect on a railway rifle is quad, especially because when you make it automatic. Don't get me wrong, the recoil is insane, but when you're using VATS, it's fine. But look at that, 25% faster fire rate and a 15% faster reload. That would have been really nice if it wasn't extra damage to ghouls, but you know, you could clear out some areas with ghouls for some XP down in the burrows with a gun like this. I'm not sure what the magazine size is on a regular one. I've got a quad one that's quite similar, and that just absolutely clears out areas really fast. One of my go-to guns, in fact, for clearing out areas. But that does bring us to the end of this video. I feel like I went a lot faster than I normally do in my script spending videos. I stumble my words quite a bit actually in the first character, so I do apologise for that. But like I said, guys, if you've made it to this part of the video and you haven't hit that subscribe button at the bottom, I would really appreciate it if you did so. 4 more off of reaching the 100 subscribers goal, which would just be incredible for me. May even do a little giveaway, you know, just to celebrate, which would be quite nice. But if you've made it this far, thank you. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and look out for the next video.